So before our next final, the mixed doubles final, a chance for us to look at the destination Dubai rankings. And this is the situation after Denmark. And I can tell you that after Paris, the top four will remain unchanged. Mr. and Mrs. Adcock, as you can see, at number 9, whether they win or lose today's final, they will go up 2 places to number 7, having dropped 2 places after the Denmark. So they will restore their number 7 ranking. The number 5 and the number 6 ranked pairs will swap places after Paris, and Widianto and Dili will drop down 3 places to number 10, which means, of course, that the Germans, Fuchs and Michels, will go up 1 place to number 9. But Ahmad and Natsir, who are contesting today's final, whether they win or lose, will not get enough points to go up to number 1. They will not be able to overtake Xu Chen and Ma Jin, because, of course, Xu Chen and Ma Jin reached the semi-final here in Paris. And so to the mixed doubles final. Chris and Gabby Adcock, Mr. and Mrs. Adcock, as they became last September. Their opponents, the former world champions, Tontowi Ahmad-Liliyana Natsir of Indonesia. For both these pairs, it's a first ever French Open final appearance as a pair. Liliyana Natsir won the title here in 2009 with Nova Widianto. But it is the first time that she and current partner Tontowi Ahmad have reached the final. The Indonesians, world champions of 2013, today contesting their 30th, yes, 3-0, 30th career final together. Bert van Porenbeek of Belgium, our umpire for this, and Fabio Betto of Italy, the service judge. Well, the number 3 and 4 seeds coming through. There's 6 different nations, as you can see, involved at quarterfinal stage. 4 of those different nations from Europe. That's a very healthy sign. Those all 4 European pairs in the top half of the draw.
Hi. All right, head, sword, tail. This is head.
So the toss of the coin, the first duty of our umpire. Of course, for the Indonesians, Tontowi Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir, unable to defend their world title in Copenhagen earlier this year. Well, there's a bit of confusion there between the 2 Indonesians, both going down the same end of the court to have the warm-up period. And that was because of an ankle injury to Tontowi Ahmad. But first, the number 4 seeds, world number 5s, became world number 5s on the 28th of November last year. Semi-finalists last year here at the French Open, and their win-loss record for the year. Well, they've won 2 titles, the Swiss Grand Prix gold and also the Commonwealth Games gold medal. My goodness, haven't they had a battle in the last 2 matches. Quarterfinals, they had to come down back from 18-20 down, save 2 match points before beating Jaco Arends and Selina Piek of the Netherlands, and then beat the Danes Mads Koling and Camilla Ruttiol in the semi-final yesterday. Interesting that the English pair haven't played against another seeded combination. whereas Tontowi Ahmad, 27 years of age, and Liliyana Natsir from Manado in North Sulawesi, 29. And as I say, she's won this French Open title with her previous partner, Nova Widianto, going back 5 years. Well, their win-loss record for the year, 7 tournaments, 4 finals, winning 2 of them. The All England won their 3rd consecutive All England title, and then the Singapore Super Series as well. Well, they've played against 2 seeded pairs in the last 2 rounds, the number 7 seeds Lu Kai and Wang Qiuchong. And then in the semi-final yesterday, they defeated the former champions, Xu Chen and Ma Jin, reversing the result of the Denmark Open final last week. So Xu Chen and Ma Jin, who were trying to make it their 4th consecutive final, failing to achieve that. Well, as you can see, this is the 4th meeting between the 2 pairs. Last time they met, it was won by Tontowi Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir in the quarter-final of the Indonesia Super Series event. It was a very, very one-sided match, 21-12, 21-8. The only time that the married couple have beaten their opponents of today was in this very arena, and in fact on this very court in the quarter-final stage of last year's French Open. And the English pair won on that occasion 22-20, 21-17. So the left-handed Chris Adcock, 25 years of age, his wife 24. He was born in Leicester and Gabby in Leeds, but they both now live near Milton Keynes National Training Centre, which is where Badminton England's training centre is.
Ready to play?
Well, the final preparations for the players. This only a 2nd Super Series tournament final for the married couple. In comparison, the Indonesians here appearing in their 16th Super Series tournament final. Of the previous 15, they've won 10 of them. That's a pretty good record in finals, isn't it? Whereas the English combination only been in 1 final, they won that. So I suppose statistically, they've got a better record in finals in that they've got a 100% success rate when they've reached a final of a Super Series event. Hong Kong Open last year was their maiden success at Super Series level. Beat Liu Cheng and Bao Yi-sin in the final in Hong Kong.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chris Adcock, Gabrielle Adcock, England. On my left, Tontowi Ahmad-Liliyana Natsir, Indonesia. Gabrielle Adcock to serve to Liliyana Natsir. Love all. Play.
The mixed doubles final gets underway.
Serve is over. 1-love.
Well, I thought yesterday Tontowi Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir were really outstanding in their semi-final against Xu Chen and Ma Jin. No, they made a very good start here today in the final.
3-love.
Nice, clever from Liliyana Natsir.
4-love.
Yeah, it's not just that she reads the game so well at the front of the court. Morton Frost and I were talking last week about her placement of the shuttle. She has that awareness, whether it's an innate ability or whether you can coach it. She certainly has it, knows where to place the shuttle, where it's going to be awkward for her opponents. Six love. Well, the last time they played, as I was mentioning, it was very, very one-sided in favour of the Indonesians. In fact, the English pair only won a total of 20 points.
7-love.
Extraordinary start. 8-love. Well, not quite sure what the game plan was from the English to start with. I know they will have very much done their homework. They've got a very good coach with them, Peter Jeffrey. He's a master tactician. They will have studied their opponents. Well, here we go. Took a service error for Mr. and Mrs. Adcock to get off the mark. Well, it's all out attacking play from the Indonesians at the moment.
9-1.
And when Tontowi Ahmad really closes down that mid-court area, that's when they're so good as a pair. Like that. Yeah. Get Liliyana Natsir involved in the net, and then Tontowi Ahmad closes down the mid-court area, and he's ready to pounce coming forward as well. Good rally. Oh, it was going wide. Unbelievable. Well, that is actually the first point that the English pair have won, because their only other point so far in this game came by a service error from their opponents. And what a rally it was too. Oh dear, error on serve from Gabby Adcock. And it means 11-2 the advantage for Tontowi Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir. And no wonder they're smiling. Yeah, there's Peter Jeffrey, the coach I was talking about. Yeah, he will still be calm. I should think he's giving them one or two things to really focus on, rather than complicate it with too much. Well, I thought yesterday was really good communication between Ahmad and Natsir.
11-2. Play.
Well, you've got to be brave to take on Liliyana Natsir at the front of the court.
12-2.
Got wonderful, wonderful racket skills. Well caught, sir. Umpire catching the shuttle.
13-2. Service over, 3-13. Fault.
Oh, fault called
Service
on
over,
Gabby Adcock.
14-3.
Either touched the net or took the shuttle before it crossed over the net. Oh, yes, she touched the net. Oh, gosh, yes, you could see the net move there. Well spotted umpire. Very, very good umpiring. Well, very, very important for the English combination. Really played themselves in the match before the start of the second game. Take a monumental effort to come back in this first.
Serves over, 15-4. Service fault called. Service over.
Racket not pointing in a downward direction.
5-15. Service over. 16-5.
Good defence. Yeah. Defence of Liliyana Natsir. Oh, she looks so relaxed in every shot she plays, but
17-5.
look at this one coming up. That one there. And immediately moving forward to the net. Driving the shuttle back cross court, moving forward. Exactly the right thing to do. Oh, it's that weigh-in.
18-5.
18-5. Just 3 points away, the number 3 seeds from this opening game. Only had 9 minutes of play. And 1 minute of that was the interval.
Service over, 6-18.
Off. Well, Gabby Adcock, in recent months I've been watching her and she has been using the flick serve an awful lot. I don't know whether it's a deliberate tactic or whether she's lost a bit of confidence on the low serve. That was a beauty. You see a serve like that, she's got no worries.
Service over, 19-7.
Oh, good serve. Oh, she's human.
Service over.
Error from Liliyana Natsir.
8-19.
Yeah, they make it look so simple, this Indonesian pair, when they're playing like this.
20, game point 8.
12 game point opportunities. No service short.
Service over.
That's 3.
9-20.
Of the English pairs' points have come about by service errors from their opponents.
Game.
Second time of asking. 21-9 at the margin of victory in that opening game. Just 11 minutes needed.
21-9.
Well, this is a final I was very much looking forward to, and I certainly didn't expect that sort of scoreline after the opening game. Said by Peter Jeffrey. I could barely hear, but one of the things I think he was saying is that you've got to dictate the pace more, which means you've got to hunt the shuttle more in the rallies. He was also urging them to jump on the return of serve. You've got to put your opponents under more pressure from the onset of the rally.
Second game. Love all. Play.
So Liliyana Natsir and Tontowi Ahmad having really stormed through that opening game.
1 love.
Start the second game as they finish the first.
Serves over. 1-0.
Oh, service fault called.
Service over.
Racket not facing in a downward direction.
2-1.
That's one service fault called on each pair. Now, at the onset of that rally, Chris Adcock doing exactly what his coach asked. He really pounced on the low serve.
Yes, please.
And from that moment, he really had the Indonesians under pressure.
All. Tontowi.
Oh, dear me.
Serves over. 3-2.
Well, all 4 players on court now, just focusing on the mixed doubles discipline. It was announced very recently that Gabby Adcock was splitting from women's doubles partner Lorraine Smith. Lauren Smith. Just wanting to focus on the mixed doubles. And Chris Adcock no longer playing with Andy Ellis. 100% focus on the mixed doubles discipline.
4-3. Serve's over.
Very, very good return of serve.
4-0.
Oh, this is a much, much better second game than the first. Much tighter contest.
5-4.
Deceived on the serve, my goodness. It's gone wide.
Six, 4. Ahmad. 7-4.
Oh, it's a good return.
Serve's over. 5-7.
Clever. Yeah. You've got to be awfully accurate playing to that mid-court area, trying to get it past Liliyana Natsir at the net. That one there, just not quite enough pace on it from Chris Adcock. Oh, it's missed it. The opportunity was there and he knows it. Some lovely play in that rally from Gabby Adcock. Goodness me, she was covering the net well. Really challenging Liliyana Natsir. Oh, that's loose. Yeah, got what it deserved. What on earth was he thinking about there, Tontowi Ahmad?
Over. 8-7.
Gone long.
Serve's over. 8-0.
He's looking a worried man, isn't he, Coach Jeffrey? Nice. Yeah, the backhand from Tontowi Ahmad was absolutely superb. Okay, this one, oh, we didn't see it. Man, that was the one that really set up the rally, I can tell you. Oh, he's missed another. Would you believe it?
10-8.
Well, during the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, I thought Chris Adcock was making one or two errors on those shots from the mid-court forward. It was very, very uncharacteristic. Still hasn't regained the sort of form that I know he has got. Oh, that's gone under the net.
11-8.
So to the mid-game interval on a run of 4 straight points for Tontowi Ahmad-Liliyana Natsir. It's interesting, the Indonesian coach, not much instruction. He'll be very happy with his players. Quick word, went and sat down, and Peter Jeffrey has only just finished talking to his players. Taking much more of the allotted time, Peter Jeffrey, to impart his advice, encouragement.
Serves over. 9-11. Late.
Brilliant. Oh my goodness, he got it back.
Serves over. 12-9.
Well, this match far from over. One senses the English combination really beginning to rediscover their belief, play themselves back into this match. Good serve. Oh, it's super from Liliyana Natsir. The placement of the first one. Watch this. So awkward then for Chris Adcock. He's trying to turn the shuttle. That's what he should be trying to do, but simply the first push at his body from Natsir was too good and couldn't get the shuttle away, and there was an easy put away after that.
Serves over. 11-13.
No serve. Short. Oh dear. The reason I'm laughing is the service judge, sorry, not the service judge, the service line judge, You can see him just sitting to the right, and there's a photographer just beside him. And he spread his arms to indicate that the shuttle was out and whacked the photographer in the face. I hope she's all right. Oh, how did he get that back? Good rally. Very good rally.
Serves over. 12-14.
Well taken. Yeah, really standing her ground well at the net.
Thirteen, 14. Play. Serves over. 15-13.
She was right to go for it, no doubt about it.
16-13.
And this is concerning times for the English pair. Yeah, it was deflected by hitting the top of the tape there, that shuttle. Oh, he did awfully well, did Tontowi Ahmad.
17-13.
Get behind that and play the smash.
Serves over.
Oh, the English pair desperately need a run of 3 or 4 points here. If they could get back level, this could become very, very interesting indeed. Oh, he was rushing forwad a little too much. Chris Adcock didn't take into account the wonderful defensive qualities of Liliyana Natsir. Thought that it had to be a block. She, of course, can do virtually anything with her defensive play. You've got to get forward to the net, but you've got to be considered about it. No point rushing willy-nilly. Oh, I think there might be a challenge. Come on, let's have a challenge. We've only had one all day.
19-14.
It must have been clearly in there, otherwise he would have had a challenge at that. 2 points away from the title for Ahmad and Natsir. Yeah, well taken. Keeping the English hopes alive.
15-19.
good serve again. Oh, but that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Liliyana Natsir. What a way to bring up 5 match point opportunities. That is plumb on the line. First match point, well saved. That's what the coach was urging him to do. Pounce on the low serve. Put opponents under pressure. What a return of serve. 21-9, 21-16. And Tontowi Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir win their first French Open title as a pair. A second for Liliyana Natsir to go with the title she won with Nova Widianto back in 2009. They were totally dominant today, especially that opening game. Absolutely blasted away the opposition. Well, perhaps for Chris and Gabby Adcock, that last 2 matches, I suppose, really, taking their emotional toll, perhaps, with having to save those 2 match points in the quarterfinal against Arends and Peak of the Netherlands. But there is confirmation that the number 3 seeds, Tontowi Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir, have beaten the number 4 seeds, Mr. and Mrs. Adcock. 21-9, 21-16 in just 32 minutes. Yeah, it was a thrilling semi-final that they played yesterday, this English combination against Colling and Rutiul, coming through 21-19 in the decider. Well, they were outclassed in the opening game. At the moment of victory, a wonderful return of serve. Once again hitting the top of the tape, once again deflecting the shuttle, and virtually impossible for Gabby Adcock to make the return. Well, the players make their way forward for the prize presentation for Tontowi Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir, their 11th Super Series title in total. Their 3rd of the year, to add to the All England Championships and the Singapore Super Series. Now they are the Onyx French Open champions as well.
Vos applaudissements pour Chris Adcock and Gabrielle Adcock. Chris and Gabrielle Adcock.
Chris and Gabby Adcock. Well, there'll be nobody more disappointed with their performance today than the players themselves. Unable to replicate the sort of form that they showed in both the quarterfinal and the semi-final. But in all honesty, they weren't allowed to play to that sort of form. Simply, their opponents played too well.
Le trophée aux amis anglais. Les photos et les applaudissements de Coubertin pour nos amis anglais qui ont rafraîchi ce tournoi cette année. Le rêve s'est achevé en finale. Mais ils vont faire du spectacle depuis mardi. Les vainqueurs, the winners. Mixed double representing Indonesia, de l'Indonésie. Big applause for Tontowi Ahmad-Liliyana Natsir.
A 20th career title for Tontowi Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir in their 30th career final, an 11th Super Series title.
Les prix sont remis par le président de la Fédération française de badminton.
Well, how wonderful to see Tontowi Ahmad back to good form. Their second final in 2 weeks. Of course, they lost the final last week in Denmark, but the champions here in Paris.
Et MetLife remet à l'instant les petites
finals
peluches
from
à
8
l'effigie
tournaments played now
de la
for the
mascotte
Indonesian
MetLife,
combination.
Snoopy. MetLife, partenaire de la BWF World Series.
Voilà, encore quelques crépitements, quelques photos pour immortaliser ces finalistes du double mixte. Et on va raccompagner ces joueuses et ces joueurs fabuleux sous les applaudissements du formidable public de Paris.
Doubt. The English combination should be very proud that they got through to the final of another Super Series tournament. But they were just up against better opposition today.
Voilà, et nous allons donc dans quelques instants passer à la dernière finale, mon cher Pierre, de ces internationaux de France 2014, de ce French Open. Le double messieurs.
Et oui, le double messieurs qui risque d'être également très très intéressant. Des Européens sont dans la place. Les Danois, Mathias Bo, Carsten Mogensen face aux Japonais Hiroyuki Kenichi, Endo Kenichi Ayakawa, qu'on retrouve dans quelques instants. Et puis c'est le retour des cadeaux, évidemment. Évidemment. Snoopy et Plumy continuent à vous offrir des cadeaux